Hi, my name is Marcus Norwood, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to the 3D filters in Sumopaint Image Editor. For the purpose of this tutorial, I've created this 5-pointed star here on my canvas. Now after I have something to work with, either a picture or a shape of my own creation, I can come up here to the filters and left click and come to 3D effects. And what you're going to see is 5 different options for a 3D effect: the cube designer, the cylinder designer, the sphere designer, the perspective tiling, and the reflection. For my start, I'm going to go with the cube designer. Now what it basically does is takes your picture or whatever you have on your canvas and it creates a 3-dimensional cube on your canvas. Now Sumopaint allows us to do various adjustments to these 3D effects. Here I'm adjusting the focal length. We can also round off our edges. We can work with the transparency of the cube. We can also work with the lengths of our axes for our 3-dimensional image. So you can change it from a perfect cube to a cube with unequal dimensions. You can also left click on the lighting and adjust the shading on your image. Here you can work with the intensity. Work with the highlight. I also have a color picker where I can change the shade of my cube. To create any effect that I want. We also have options for wraparound on one side, reflected, and finally refracted. So each of these, as you can see by this demonstration, there's a lot of different things you can do with this particular effect. For the rest of the effects, I'm going to use this stock public domain photograph provided to morguefile.com by Kay Connors. So I'm going to once my photograph is imported into Sumopaint, come back up here to my 3D effects, and I'm going to select the cylinder designer. And you can see that depending on what adjustments I can make my picture look many different ways. So experiment with each of these adjustments. Also know that you have this pull down menu here where you can change your cylinder to a cone, to an hourglass, to a bowl, a bottle, and we have a couple more options here: tunnelize, polar coordinates, and bursting sphere. Now keep in mind, no matter what shape you choose, 3-dimensional shape that you choose, you can always come up here and make further adjustments to that shape. There are endless possibilities to the adjustments and choices that you can make to adjust your photo using these effects. Now this particular example is taking your picture or your composition and turning it into a sphere. Again, you have the option of making adjustments on your sphere designer. And it really requires a lot of experimentation for you to fully understand all the different possibilities that this tool offers. The next one I want to show you is perspective tiling. It takes your picture and duplicates it and uses it, it appears to be like floor tiling for an infinitely large room or plane. And as in your other effects, of course, you can change what it looks like. You can zoom in or out. You can lengthen how far the horizon looks. You can go with a focal length. You can adjust the bumpiness. You can adjust the fade. You can fade out over time or over distance. And you can also adjust the rotation. The last 3D filter I'm going to show you is the reflection filter, which does this to your photo. And of course, you can come over here to the reflection adjustments and change how the picture looks. You can adjust the blurriness. We can change the rotation of X, rotation of Y. We can zoom in. We can zoom out. Or we can adjust the water level. So as in the rest of these effects, in the Filters tab, I really encourage you to choose a photo or create an original composition and experiment with these different 3D effects and all the adjustments that go along with them. And have fun doing so.